Welcome to episode 35, aka the Kevin Durant episode, aka I don't know any number 35.
Seth Weiland,
There you go. Shout out Seth Line.
I
All
think.
right, something like that.
BT, how
All
you
right, we
doing?
got a. I'm doing good. We got a pretty jam-packed episode tonight. Right, I'd say a lot more than usual.
I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with continue our NFL predictions for the year, and we are going to start with the Jacksonville Jaguars here.
Jacksonville, Duval.
Okay, so they are 2-1 so far for the games we have predicted. All right, Stu. Let's
Damn, they
start
got a
here.
tough schedule.
Tough start.
Yeah, I think they'll lose to the Dolphins. I could see the
I
Jags winning that game though.
I could.
What do you
What
think?
about the? I could see it honestly, and that'll be the battle. Probably the two best teams in Florida. One would say,
Yeah.
and then
Damn, you're shitting on Tampa Bay like that?
I mean, I love Baker Mayfield to death, and you guys know off this podcast, but I'm just spitting out the obvious here.
Yeah, I mean it's a very 50-50 game for this first game, the Dolphins and Jags, but I got the Dolphins. It's
But
gonna be
preliminary,
interesting
it's
to.
a tough first 5 weeks for the
Yeah,
Jags.
I think the Bills will beat the Jags too as well. Um, yeah, and then I think they'll probably split this divisional game.
With the Colts. So do you have them
Yeah,
winning at home?
yeah.
And we're in. Oh,
It's just it's gonna be a tough division this year. I think outside of Tennessee, I think Tennessee will be the bottom of the barrel type. You know what I mean?
yes. No,
I got the Jags beating
you sure?
the Bears. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
with the Jags beating the Patriots.
Okay. A little one streak here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, Packers. Jordan Love's gonna be playing for a contract. I think he hasn't gotten paid yet, right?
Yeah. Shout out Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence has got
Yeah.
probably
What was it? Let's check it. Let's check it real quick.
225 million guaranteed. I think, which is just baffles me. I don't think. I'm not saying
Mm,
he's bad, but
I don't know. I'd take him over 275 year, 275 million extension, including $200 million guaranteed. He'll be the highest paid QB matching Joe Burrow. Okay, he shouldn't be the highest paid QB. There are a lot more better QBs out there. Um, they definitely overpaid, especially with how he's played. But what can you do? I mean, we live in a time where there isn't a lot of good QBs in the NFL right now. Or I mean, there is, but I mean,
Trevor
what are
Lawrence.
you gonna do? What are you gonna
Trevor
get
Lawrence
better?
isn't even the. Trevor
What are you
Lawrence
gonna
isn't even the
what are
best
you,
quarterback in his division.
what are you gonna get better than Trevor Lawrence right now currently? Nothing.
Fair.
And
But
and
Trevor
you
Lawrence.
could you could
Trevor Lawrence
argue
isn't
that
even
this
the best.
upcoming draft class, there's no one better than Trevor Lawrence.
Well, yeah.
So it just they had to do what they had to do. It's like
Suey, pop question. Who's the best
what
quarterback in this division?
Anthony Richardson,
What?
Will Levis after that video came out.
Oh, shout out to your daddy.
Yeah, shout her out. Nah, it's definitely CJ Stroud. Come on, BT.
Yeah, how
That's just like asking who the best quarterback in the fucking AFC West is.
Aiden O'Connell,
Yeah, totally.
Bo Nix.
Yep. No, it's
I
Pat
mean,
Mahomes.
you could argue Justin Herbert.
No, you could argue Anthony Richardson. You could argue Trevor Lawrence. You can't
Okay,
really argue. You can't argue against Richardson because he only played in like 2 games.
that's fair. All right, so
So,
let's keep going here.
but
I think they
yeah,
lose to the Eagles here.
I think the Patriots and those are two winnable games. They should win, but they could lose because the Jags are the Jags.
Yeah, you
Last
remember
year they
eight
started
eight
off
and one.
like 7-2,
I think it was
and then
eight and
proceeded to
one
lose
in
like
the playoff.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the social media team did jinx them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put out.
Shout out Tennessee Titans for getting us in the playoffs. Um, yeah, and then the Packers will lose to the Packers. Lose to the Eagles. Um, this game's interesting, but I think that they match up pretty well against the Vikings. I mean, you're gonna have to get a good DB on Justin Jefferson and put some
No, he got
pressure
he
on.
got paid since the last podcast too.
Yep, yep, yep. But yeah, I think they'll beat the Vikings. And then I think the Lions have a chance to be the best team in the NFL next year. They didn't really lose anybody, and they had an outstanding draft. So yeah, I think they'll be one of the better teams in the league next year, and that's my hot take. I think they'll be like top 3 team in the uh
Yeah.
league next year, and I think they could be in a position to be the number 1 overall seed in the West.
And looking at this now, they're actually
They have
gonna have to win. Yeah, they're.
like they have they should win these games. You know what I mean? In my
Yes.
opinion, I think skipping ahead to week 16, I think they'll beat the Raiders. I think, like I've
Yeah.
said this multiple times, I think the Raiders are going to be the worst team in the league next year.
Yes.
Not much there. You have Devontae Adams, you have Max Crosby, but that's it, right? I mean, what
Yeah.
you got? Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew at your quarterback spot, so not much bright side there. Um, it's a very 50-50 on whether I want them to sweep the Titans because the Titans could also be a lot better than last year. What do you think, BT?
I mean, you saw them lose to the Titans last year, and
Yeah.
I think the Titans have improved.
Uh-huh.
In my opinion, I think the Titans beat them here in Nashville,
Yeah.
but then mm,
You have them beating the Titans
yes,
at
I'll have
home
them
then.
splitting this
Yeah.
and probably season on the line. I don't think they beat the Jets. I think Aaron Rodgers is back out for blood this year.
Yeah, he isn't showing up at camp though.
Well, to
But yeah,
Aaron
I
Rodgers, he
agree.
doesn't
I
need to
like
show
it
up in camp.
regardless without A-Rod or something like that. I still like the offensive running game of the Jets. I think Brees Hall will have an outstanding year next year. Um, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that puts our Jags prediction at 8-9.
yeah. Not very.
But with that tough a schedule, I mean, but I see a lot of 50-50 games you could split here. Maybe you
Oh
beat
yeah,
the
like for instance, AFC South games. The Bills. That's a game they could win, in my
yeah
opinion. The Bills
Dolphins a
got
game they could
worse.
win.
Yep. Yeah. It's just really gonna. It depends on how Trevor Lawrence plays.
Yes,
If you're gonna get Trevor Lawrence from 2 years ago, who threw 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, they're gonna do fine.
but if you get the
And
one that played the second half last year,
yeah, it's gonna be bad. The Colts, BT, the Colts.
I think they're gonna start out 0-2.
Yeah, I agree with you. Um, I'm excited for this Colts team. I like the Colts. Definitely underrated. I think they could, challenge for that number 2 spot next year. But I got the Colts beating the Bears. What do you think?
I agree with you, but I have a feeling the Bears are gonna come in and be a decent team.
Yeah, but I also think that I think they'll be third. I don't see them being better than the Packers. I don't see them being better than the Lions next year. Um,
Gosh, that might be
and
the toughest
not
division.
gonna
That might be
lie,
tough. That might be tougher than the AFC North.
I legit want to pick the Colts to beat the Packers. Um,
But that's in
yeah,
Lambeau,
true, but I just
and you have to think Anthony Richardson will be playing, but he hadn't played football at that point. And
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll go with the Packers still, but I'm not I think they'll beat the
I
Titans. I
think
don't
they'll
think they'll
sweep the
split the series.
Titans.
I think the Colts will beat the Titans both times
Yeah,
this year.
sweep them.
Yeah. Um, it's like this is a tough division. I think AFC, like just AFC conference in general, I think it clears the competitiveness of the NFC. Um,
Yeah,
I just think if you put some of these teams in the NFC, like you'll have like these teams in the playoffs rather than
yeah.
like the NFC South is just horrible. Like I'll take
Well, the Falcons could be good.
I don't know. I'll take like teams out like for instance, we have the Bengals finishing 10-7. I think the Bengals win that division easily.
Oh yeah, shit.
Along with like
I think anything besides hell, even the Titans. This whole AFC South. If you put one of them in the NFC South and switched two of them out, I think one of the
yeah, I think they'll
whoever's
be
out of it
competitive.
would win.
Yeah. Um
Even
but
the
it's just
Titans.
on, who you think's better.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then where are we at
Oh
next?
shit.
Colts Vikings. What do you think about this game?
Oh no, we're on the Dolphins.
Okay. I like
I think the
the
Colts win
Colts.
here
I do like the
because
Colts here.
at this point you're what? You're 2-4. You gotta turn things
Yeah,
around.
and
So
I think the Dolphins will have a down year.
yeah.
Um, looking at Tua, dude, you gotta think
Did you see the
he's
pictures of them?
yeah. I mean, like that's what I'm getting to. Like you've seen that, like how skinny he is now. Look what happened when like he was, weighed a little more. He was still getting his shit rocked. And so
Yeah.
now that he's like skinnier, like it does not like make me feel comfortable, and I could see them having a down year, honestly. Um,
And then I think they beat the Vikings here.
yeah, I
Like I
agree.
said,
I
they're in
think
must-win mode.
it's a very I think this is like a 50-50 game, but
And
I
then
like that
now it's
matchup.
the toughest three-game stretch.
Yeah. Um,
I think you can beat the
I
Bills,
honestly, since it's at Indy in Indianapolis, I'm picking the Colts here.
and then I think they lose these next two.
Yeah. I mean that Jets game I could see going either way. Um, and then I think they win these two games.
Yeah, and then I think
Uh,
they beat the
yeah.
Giants.
I think the Colts can make the playoffs this year, honestly.
They would be going into the playoffs. This one probably one of the hottest teams.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm like I said, I'm very high on the Colts. I mean, if you can get Anthony Richardson, to play like he's capable of, I honestly think they can be like, not a contender to like make a run in the playoffs, but just get to like the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah,
so Tennessee Titans. Oh boy, I think you lose to the Bears week one.
yeah,
And much,
it's rough, dude.
and I think you lose to the Jets.
Yeah,
And then you lose to the Packers. It's yeah. Feel bad for the
they
Titans.
just have a tough schedule, dude.
Jesus, and it keeps going, Stu.
Yeah, they have a whole I got tough schedule. I think they win against the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give
first
them the
win of the season,
Patriots.
week 9. One in their start the season 1-8, or
Yeah,
no, one
it's
in
just like they
7.
just have a tough schedule. You know what I mean?
And I think you lose to the Chargers.
I would
It's in
not be
a.
surprised if the Titans beat the Chargers, but
I think you
since
split
it's
these two.
in Las Vegas or Los Angeles, um, yeah,
I think the Vikings are better though. Am I
yeah,
crazy?
I like the Vikings here over the Titans.
And I think the Titans can
Yep,
get another win here.
yep, and yeah,
And
that's
that
it.
puts them at 3-14.
I mean, like these divisional games. I mean, okay, you look at their schedule, right? Go to start from the top, right? You know,
Bears tough.
they could beat
Jets.
they could be no like they could beat the Bears.
Yeah, but that depends on
You
what
gotta
the Bears
remember.
look like.
You have to remember. The Bears are the Bears.
Yes, they are. But this is a different. This team is loaded on offense.
I don't. That
Right.
doesn't matter, BT. Like teams can severely like play down their competition and look for instance. We thought the Jags were gonna be good last year and they fucking sucked. Not they didn't fucking suck, but they blew. Um,
Yeah.
it's just like. Oh, another instance, like the Broncos last year, or like a year prior, we thought they were going to be good with Russ, and they were shit.
Fair.
And so I think, the Titans, they just got a bad draw, but I mean, I honestly think that they could like compete in some games. So
Yeah, so I don't know what conference we should do next or what division. What do you think, Stu?
are we doing one right now?
No. We gotta plan this for next week.
I think we just finish out the AFC.
Do you want to do East or do you want to do West?
Let's do East. I think East will be a lot more fun.
Yes. Can't you tell already by the West?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that moves us. Maybe I'm gonna see if they have something here. So hold on 1 second. Let's see. Do they have the college? No, they okay. Never mind. Okay. So that moves us to our college football segment.
Football. You can go first, BT.
Okay, so I'm doing the LSU Tigers. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Hold on, let me pull up my LSU page here. Okay. So, LSU, of course, the big key thing is you lose your Heisman winner,
Mm-hmm.
Jane Daniels. He's gone. In comes Garrett Nussmeier. I think he can sling the rock.
Yeah.
To compare him to somebody, he looks like, I'm going to say this nicely, he looks like if he was a great value brand of Baker Mayfield. And that's not, great value brand isn't bad. It's just if you had to compare
Hey,
him.
to be fair, some great value is better than like the
Yes.
expensive kind.
Yes.
For
Yes.
what you're getting, it's really
Yeah.
good. So that's what I take
Yes.
out of it.
But my key thing is how LSU is going to do. Their defense was piss poor last year. I'll read you their stats. They finished scoring. They had so for 28 point they allowed 28 points per game last year. That's tied for 78th. Total rushing, they were 85th with 161 yards per game. 255 passing yards per game. That puts them at 115 in FBS, and their total defense was 105th. So they brought in new staff. I'll say they did bring in new staff from Missouri. It did really well last year. But then again, it's a tough SEC. Then you also lose. I mean, two perennial first round. I mean, I think they were two first round wide receivers as
Yeah, I
well.
mean Brian
Out of
Thomas and
state.
Malik Neighbors.
Yes.
You're getting Lacey back though, and I
Yes.
think he'll have a really good season too, because he
Yes.
was really good last
And
year.
then also a defensive player to look out for is Harold Perkins. You may remember him from last year. He was really hyped up, but didn't perform well because of the defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. He was a projected first rounder like a year prior, and then
Yeah, so maybe
did a
this
very
new
down
defensive staff from Missouri can come in and pull it off. Okay, so
So let's hear their schedule. What's your prediction, BT?
week 1, they play this on Sunday night. Kind of like how last year they played Florida State or back-to-back Sunday night, whatever. They
Yep.
play Big Ten power, the USC Fighting Trojans. I've had my opinions on USC, and I think they beat USC.
Hear me out. What is USC? What is USC bringing back next year? I mean, they have that good quarterback, right? Other
Yeah,
than
but
that,
he was good against missing. Yeah, I'll say this about USC.
What are they bringing back?
If USC's defense doesn't improve, they might not make a bowl game next year.
Yeah, I don't see the hype around them. You know, there really isn't any.
We'll get into it.
Yeah,
We're having a long off season here.
I don't see any talent around there.
No, and then they play another non-conference game against Nichols.
Nicole State.
Yes, I think they'll beat Nicholls State. And then they play their first SEC game against South Carolina. I have them winning. And then they play another Big Ten power, the UCLA Bruins. But the UCLA Bruins suck, to put it. Yeah, I can't say they used to be good because they never used to be good. They've always sucked in football.
Facts. Even when they had Josh Rosen.
Facts. So I have them beating UCLA. That puts them at 4-0. Then I have them beating South Alabama. So they start
a really
off
good start.
5-0.
Yeah.
And then they play Ole Miss. I have them losing to Ole Miss. And then I have them beating Arkansas and beating Texas A&M. So that puts them at 7-1. You're 8 games through the season, 7-1.
You're
You're
bowl
on
eligible.
you're on pace to be on the playoff. And then you play Alabama. I have you losing to Alabama. And then you're at Florida. I have you losing at Florida.
Ooh,
And then you play Vanderbilt, so that's a win. Puts you at 8-3.
poor
Last game of the
Vandy.
season, you host Oklahoma, and I have Oklahoma beating you guys. Boomer Sooner, baby. So yeah, I have them at an 8-4
8-4.
record.
Okay. Are there any games in there where you think they can win that they lost?
I mean, you can make an argument for every single game there. Florida, I just had to. I wanted to predict an upset. I didn't want to have Florida finishing 4-8, so I put.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then Oklahoma, that depends a lot on what the roster looks like. I'm just high on Oklahoma, obviously. I'm going to be honest, it's homerism here, but
Yeah,
um,
what do you think their floor is?
their floor.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say maybe 7-5 if you lose the USC, and maybe 6-6 if you lose the USC and Texas A&M. You could add 6-6 on there, but your ceiling, I could if Nussmeier performs, that defense improves, you could be in a 11-1, 12-0. Now it's gonna be.
I don't know.
I don't think.
I honestly don't see them like, especially like them playing Ole Miss, Alabama, and Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think you'll lose. You'll lose one of them.
And I'm not trying to hate on Oklahoma, but it's gonna be like a interesting year for them since it's their first year in the SEC.
Yes,
So
but
yeah,
we'll get into this, but Oklahoma might have the best defense in the SEC, which is. I think this is the first time I could ever say this in probably in my whole life. I think Oklahoma's defense at this point in the offseason is more far along than the offense.
yeah,
And that's like the first time I could fucking say that in a long time.
yeah.
So Stewie.
All right, my turn.
Yeah, we get to do Stewie's team next week.
Yeah. For right now, we're doing Houston,
The Cougs.
the Cougs. So Cougars, well, they had some changes this offseason, BT.
Yes, they did.
Hired Willie Fritz. I think he
Yes,
went to, it wasn't he the Tulane coach?
he was the Tulane head coach. I
Yeah,
remember
and
he
before
hired him.
that, he was like a JUCO coach.
Yeah, I really like um, Willie Fritz, what he did with that Tulane program.
Yep, I
Turned
did
him
too.
around.
And he has a really interesting situation right now with this Cougars team that finished 4-8 last year,
Yes, they
including a
return.
loss to Rice where they got shut out.
Yes,
Um,
according to this, they do return 7 out of their 22 starters.
yeah, and that's what I was going to get into. So they're returning okay, I'll just start it. I mean, they have a pretty tough non-con schedule. I mean, shit, they play Oklahoma, which is almost a guaranteed L in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the Rice too, who, like I said, killed them last year and shut them out. In my opinion, though, they should win 2 out of the 3 of these. With that being, Rice, especially with Rice losing a lot of players. However, they are getting Pat Mahomes' half brother, so yeah, I have. I mean, Rice and UNLV being 2 teams they should beat.
Okay.
But it's not going to be easy.
So 2-1.
It's going to be
2-1.
very interesting to see, like I said, what Willie Fritz does with how he can build this team back up. I mean, this team used to be really good.
Back in the
Didn't
Ed
they finish
Oliver
with like
days.
double-digit wins a couple years ago?
20. It's not a couple years ago, Stewie.
It was 2020 or something like
No.
that.
No. You really want me to make you feel old?
They had a good season a couple years ago.
Stewie, it was 2016.
Damn.
It was Ed Oliver. Because I remember
Oh
they
yeah,
beat Oklahoma.
and
That's when they had
Oliver.
That's when they had Tom Herman as their head coach.
Herman, dude, what a guy, dude.
Sorry. You kind of just made us both feel fucking old there, dude.
No, they had a good year in 2021. They went
They did?
12-2.
They did?
Yeah,
Sorry, I was distracted. 2021 was a rough year for Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean they had a really good year. 12-2 in 2021, 8-5 in
Oh,
2022.
that's when they had fucking what's his name? Greg Ward.
Yep,
Yep. Yeah,
yep,
now I remember. Now
yep.
it's coming back.
But yeah, Donovan Smith is their starting quarterback. He's a very intriguing player to watch out for. If
I
he's
remember
healthy,
watching him at Texas Tech.
yeah, former Texas Tech Raider. He's very good on the ground. Obviously, he rushed for 1,000 yards last year. Um, it just really depends on like his surrounding players. I mean, he's a veteran with lots of experience. Like I said, played at Texas Tech, played at Houston last year, but I mean, the O line was just got gutted. They only have one returning offensive lineman this
Mm,
year. So one returning starter, I should say. Some targets that he has, they're veteran receivers, veteran targets. With Joseph Manjack and then Steven Johnson.
yeah.
But they also have an intriguing tight end transfer from Michigan State and Malik Carr, who, in
Yes.
my opinion, is going to have a really good season. I could see him being the number one target for Donovan Smith.
Yeah.
And then they're splitting reps between Parker Jenkins and Stacy Snead at running back.
Yep.
Um,
But to go
they had a
back to
really
Willie
good they
Fritz,
had a
yeah.
really good portal year for transfers.
Yes.
They got 13 players on defense that were in the transfer portal, all upperclassmen, so they should be a lot better on defense than they were this year.
Yes.
This
One.
Their defense was kind of what killed them, you know.
Yes. I can read you their where they finished.
Yeah, go ahead.
105th in scoring,
Hmm.
98th in rushing, 114th passing, and total 112th.
Yeah, and that's awful. Um,
God awful.
they looked a lot better during their spring game. Their defense did looked a lot better.
To be fair,
I know you say it's a spring game, but they didn't allow their second.
you're playing your
I
offense.
know, but like you gotta take what you get. I'm looking at their spring game highlights. Okay,
Yeah,
um,
that's fair.
they didn't allow their second team offense to get a first down to the fourth possession. So take that as you will. Defensive back AJ Halsey looked very dominant and aggressive during the game. He made lots
Yes.
of big plays and he made a amazing hit during that game.
He's
So
one of their two returning starters on defense.
yeah, I mean, and they have I think four new defensive backs coming in too as well.
Yes.
So all
One
right,
of them used to
let's
play.
get into their predictions, BT.
Can I mention one player you forgot to mention?
Who?
Defensive end Keith Cooper Jr., a
Hmm.
transfer from Tulane, coming following Willie Fritz,
Yeah,
had had 8.5 sacks last year.
yeah. I
Granted,
mean,
against it was AAC opponents, so
but
I'll
all
let
right,
you
let's
focus
get
on.
into their
You have them starting 2-1, right? Correct.
yeah,
You kind of yes,
I have them beating UNLV, losing to Oklahoma, winning against Rice.
because you went into their non-con. Okay.
Yep. So then week 4 they got Cincinnati. Like I said earlier on, like a couple episodes ago, since I have Cincinnati doing bad,
Yes.
and so I got Houston beating Cincinnati. So a little 3-1 start. Halfway there,
4-1.
BT.
4-1.
Yeah.
You have them
Mm,
starting 4-1.
No, 3-1. I said 3-1. I said
Yeah. No, I do you have them starting 4-1 after?
no. I get them losing this next game against Iowa State. Um, I may be being a homer, but I think Iowa
No,
State with the
yes, I was
yeah,
just giving you shit.
yeah. Don't ever say it again, BT. I know where you live.
I'm
I
sorry.
know
I'm
where you're
sorry,
going
Steve.
to
I'm
live.
sorry, Steve. Oh,
Um, but yeah, I have them losing against Iowa State. I think that'll be a good game. I think Houston could beat Iowa State. It just seems like a game Iowa State would lose and choke away. Um,
I mean, it's
but
not
then I
Houston,
got them
so
rebounding. Um, I have them rebounding and and beating TCU, who shut them out this past year. But I think TCU will be in the lower half this year. Um,
yeah.
just not really much enticing.
Fall from grace.
Facts one. Yeah. And then I have them lose their next two against Kansas and Utah. I think they'll lose the next two, in my opinion. Um, it's at Kansas, so um, it's going to be a tough place to play. And then Utah, I think, is going to be one of those teams in the Big 12 this year that are going to be really, really tough. So I have them sneaking a win against Kansas State. I think, they're
Wait, Kansas? You mean Kansas or Kansas State?
Kansas State. They play
Af-
Kansas.
yeah. Okay.
And then I
Wait.
have them losing against Kansas and losing against Utah.
Okay.
And then I have them sneaking a win against Kansas State. I think it's just uh, a game where Kansas State would lose. So I got
Put some at
Kansas State.
5-4.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then I have them losing against Arizona.
5-5. You got to win one of these last two, Stu. Can they
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah. I've predicted Arizona's gonna be really good this year. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
interesting to see how well they play in the new Big 12. But yes, I do have them making a bowl game. I do have them beating Baylor.
Yep.
And because Baylor's gonna be so really bad in my opinion, and then I have them
I would.
losing against BYU.
I would have them.
Um,
I would bet the under on Baylor if we could.
yeah. Like I said, I think BYU. I have them being 7-5 this year, and so I think they'll drop that game, or I think Houston will drop that game against them. So my prediction, I have them going 6-6, which I'd gladly take in Willie
Yes,
Fritz's
that's a
first year.
yes. And like you said,
Um,
I really like Willie Fritz as a coach,
yeah,
so I
I do
think he
too.
could turn Houston around.
Yeah.
Because I always said if Houston got into Power Conference, if
Hmm.
they can recruit that Houston area with all the kids in Houston,
Yeah.
I mean, they could be one of the best powerhouse football programs outside of the SEC ones.
Yeah.
Because I
It,
mean,
ju- it
you're
really
gonna
just
have
depends. Yeah, how they're
because
coached, how they.
the whole state of Texas in the Big 12. I don't know who's gonna be the best team in Texas next year.
For the Big 12.
Yes, because you
Yeah, I
have
agree.
Texas Tech, TCU, Baylor, and Houston.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, my prediction, I have them going 6-6, making a bowl game, which I gladly take. Um, my floor for them, I think, is 5-7, 4-8 maybe. Eh, they're gonna have to sneak a win in there. You know what I mean?
yes,
I have them upsetting Kansas State if that happens, or if that doesn't happen, they need to win those final two games against Baylor and BYU.
yes, which very well could happen.
Yeah, and it's just they have to win those winnable games, like
Yeah,
Cincinnati and
what's your ceiling for him?
7-5.
7-5. Okay.
Yeah, I think you could flip one of those games like BYU.
Mid table in the Big 12.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah. I mean,
I
I
guess
think
it's
they'll be average
technically
next year, right?
it's
I
not the
mean,
Big 12 anymore.
All State 12.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of a good name. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, but yeah, next week we got an interesting take for me.
Oh boy, the Iowa State Cyclones come up next week, and I will be previewing Mississippi,
Oh man,
Ole Miss. Um, we might start throwing in some bigger name teams like Ohio State's, Michigan's
yeah, we might
coming
start
in.
Big Ten.
Yeah, we could do Big Ten. Or I was just figured we can talk. We don't have to talk about every team in the Big Ten, but we can
I want
throw
to talk
in.
about Nebraska. I call Nebraska.
Okay, we can do Nebraska. Then I'll call USC. Give me USC.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so we'll start doing that. But we have 2 weeks until SEC time for Oklahoma. Well, not 2 weeks. Call Stu.
SEC.
SEC. Hey, Waffle House. Waffle House should be the corporate sponsor of the SEC.
Waffle. I could bust down some Waffle House right now.
No, hey, Waffle House SEC with the SEC at the end. Mm, mm.
Mm.
Or kind of like how they have the SEC for the stock market or whatever security for the government. I don't know if they do sponsorships, but we have some basketball news. We can talk college basketball. So
We playing
yes.
basketball.
So I wanted to get into since we knew the Big 12's Big East whatever opponents for a long time. Just
Yep.
recently announced was the ACC SEC challenge. So what I figured, let me pull up the list here, okay? I have it right here. Um,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll just go over the
We'll just read them
are
all.
expected. Yep. Okay. I got
Okay,
marked.
so I got mine. So when does your game start?
December
Ours.
3rd.
Oh, same fucking day and all. Okay, so I'll go over our December 3rd matchups here.
Okay.
Probably the best matchup of the third for the SEC ACC is Arkansas and Miami.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about Miami. Miami kind of underperformed last year.
Oh
So
yeah, they
this
did.
this will probably be John Calipari's first test at Arkansas,
Yeah,
as
I
some
mean,
would say.
yeah. The interesting about Miami, they're losing Keyshawn George, who obviously
Yes.
is going to the NBA draft. And
Uh,
they lost their big man that's going to Baylor, I think, the guy who averaged a double double. So,
yes.
um, I think Arkansas will handle them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know
Yeah.
any big players that went to Miami or staying at Miami. I don't know about Whoopa Polar if he or Wooga Polar if he's going back to
I
Miami.
thought
So
he transferred, I think.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he did transfer. So I don't.
And then
I think it'll be a win for Arkansas, in my opinion.
Notre Dame, Georgia. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who's good out of this too.
I think Georgia will win. Notre
Yeah.
Dame sucked last year.
But then, hold on. This
Yeah,
could
they
be a
sucked
sneaky
last
good
year.
one. Kentucky at Clemson. Clemson's kind of
Ooh,
turned it around for basketball. I don't.
it's true,
I know
but
they. I
they
know they
also
lost.
lost. They
Yeah,
lose.
they
They
lost
lost
to
PJ
everybody.
Hall this year. So
So, and
and
then
I think another player. So
Florida State and LSU. I mean, I'd like to see what LSU does. LSU kind of did turn it around last year, if I remember correctly.
I mean, they
It's
didn't
it's the
do.
mid-table games. And this one, if Louisville can be turned around by that coach that quickly, maybe Ole Miss at Louisville could be a good one as
I
well.
with the amount of transfers they're getting, dude. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're good next year. Um, they got Chucky Hepburn, which I'm not. If anyone has been following since the beginning of this podcast, knows I am not a big Chucky Hepburn fan.
Oh, I thought that you just weren't a big Wisconsin fan.
Well, I'm not a big Wisconsin fan, but I do think Chucky's kind of overrated. He's good defensively, but really just doesn't. He shoots the ball inefficiently. So, but keep going.
Okay. Missouri got the fucking lucky draw. They get to play California.
Well, I mean, they were the fucking worst team in the fucking country last year, arguably. They went
Okay,
0 and
now I get
22.
to go over my Oklahoma Sooners. Kind of ironic.
Georgia Tech.
Oklahoma, we play Georgia Tech, Javion which is kind of funny. I'll get into this. So we get to play against our former player Javion McCollum, and this is in Norman. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then our best player Jalen Moore transferred to us from Georgia Tech. So it's just gonna be fucking their best player, former Oklahoma player, our best player, former Georgia Tech player. It,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then South Carolina, Boston College. Mm, South
South
Carolina should.
Carolina should probably beat them. South Carolina did this
Syracuse.
past year.
I'd say Syracuse fell off a map, so Syracuse plays at Tennessee,
Yeah.
and then Wake Forest and Texas A&M could be Omaha.
I think Wake
Omaha.
Forest will. Yeah, I think Wake Forest will
Omaha.
be pretty good. And Hunter South is returning too. So
I guess I'll just finish mine up. Okay, and I think the Wednesday, December 4th, is the best day for the SEC ACC challenge. And let me give you guys some good reasoning here. Alabama at North Carolina.
uh, Alabama at North Carolina. I got North Carolina. Just kidding. Alabama. I don't know.
Let's
That's
see,
gonna be
it's
a
a
good
good
game.
game. And then you have Auburn at Duke. Good game.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn did lose a lot though. And then Virginia, Florida. I mean, maybe Virginia can turn their fucking shitty ass offense around. Maybe it'll be watchable. And then Pitt at Mississippi State. That's a rematch. Wasn't that a first four game the winner played Iowa State, right?
Which one?
Pitt at Mississippi State.
I
What?
don't remember.
Yeah, because that's the year Pitt upset you guys in the first round. I'm sorry, Steve.
Oh yeah.
Because them two played to face you guys. And then Texas at NC State. Maybe NC State can get their basketball program going again, or maybe it was just luck. And then Vanderbilt at Virginia Tech. Meh. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
Dude, last
um,
last year the Big 12 Big East Challenge. Right?
yep. So December 3rd, we got an interesting matchup. We got Cincinnati at Villanova. Cincinnati, I think
Yeah.
outperformed their
Do
expectations
they
last
still have
year.
Jizzle James?
Yep.
I love Jizzle James.
Yeah. They outperformed their expectations last year. Villanova should be a lot better this year. Didn't they almost they almost made a run last year in the Big East tournament? So I
Yeah.
think that'll be a pretty good game. Then you got BYU at Providence. I mean,
Meh.
meh.
Interesting to see how BYU is without Mark Pope.
Yeah. I mean,
I will say
to
that.
be fair, they've got a good recruit. They've gotten some good recruits these past couple
Oh yeah, didn't they
weeks.
have like a 5-star?
Yeah, 5-star possibly going there. Some 4 stars are committing, and then Providence. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do, especially with losing Devin Carter. Um,
Yeah.
Baylor or December 4th, we got a lot more exciting games. BT,
So
listen to
yeah,
this,
so
Hall.
yeah,
We got Baylor at UConn.
yeah.
That's gonna be an amazing game. Um, very 50-50. Dude, Baylor got so many good players in the portal, and they got some good recruits coming in. Definitely gonna be good next year. But I mean, it's UConn. It's gonna be interesting to see how UConn does. Especially losing half their roster. Then we got Kansas at UConn or Kansas at Creighton. BT.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
know that. I know. See, try to be jumping. That might be a game I gotta go
yeah.
to on the 4th.
However, I think Kansas is probably the best team next year.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking Big 12. I'm talking all of college basketball.
So you
They
don't think?
return majority of their
Yes.
starters besides Furphy, and their bench has gotten so much better.
Do you think Kansas? I'll press you on this now. Does Kansas win the national championship next year?
I think right now at this exact moment, if I had to pick a team to win the Natty, it'd be Kansas.
So you do
But
not think UConn and Dan
no, I
Hurley are
don't.
your team?
You
Do you think
just
they come close?
you have to look at the players on the roster. They're returning all of their starters besides Furphy. They're getting amazing transfers, right? AJ Store, a couple others. Like I just think they're the deepest and best team right now in the country. Um,
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think they're gonna be a powerhouse next year. Like I think we'll see the candidates that we've been seeing. But like I said, it's gonna be interesting, especially with Arizona in the Big 12. Iowa State's still there, which has been their
Yeah.
kryptonite these past
Fucking
couple seasons.
best
Um,
basketball conference in
yeah,
America.
and then we
So
got
glad I'm out. So glad I'm out. I'm sorry,
then
Steve. I'm gonna be honest.
we got the best game of the day on December 4th. We got DePaul at Texas Tech.
Oh God, Texas
I
Tech's with a white. You know what? DePaul might. They've got some good recruits. I'll say that that former Ohio State coach is bringing in some recruits.
BT, you forgetting one thing.
What?
It's DePaul.
Hey, I know.
But Texas Tech has also lost a lot of good players, and
Yes.
yeah, um,
So I wouldn't be quick to write off.
I'm writing them off. I think they'll finish better than
I think they'll finish better. They'll be better than last year.
I mean, yeah. Um, and then December 6th, we got
Hey,
Georgetown at.
think how good Iowa. I know they what? DePaul won 2 games.
Oh, I fucking skipped the last game.
DePaul won 2 games, right?
I don't know.
I think they won 2 games last year. Name me a power conference team that won 2 games and how they did the following year.
Yes, sir. Iowa
Hey,
State.
hey, DePaul's gonna be win the
Well,
Big
and
East
like
next year.
another team, to look at McNeese State, right?
Yeah,
Up their wins by 19. So. And then the
I'd be
last
a
game
fan.
on December 4th, we got the Marquette Golden Eagles at Hilton Coliseum against the Iowa State Cyclones. I think that'll be a pretty good game. Marquette had a pretty. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peep the Iowa State merch. Take a screenshot.
It's okay, guys. I can come out of the closet. I could be an Iowa
Ladies and
State fan
gentlemen,
now.
you heard it here first. BT came out of the closet.
For it to be an Iowa State Big 12 fan now that my team's not.
Yes, sir.
Unless Iowa State has to come to Norman for a college football playoff game next year, then
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
hate on you guys. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But yeah, I think Iowa State will take care of business. Is at Hilton, so Marquette
Maybe,
isn't as good. They lost a lot of good
yeah,
players.
maybe Oklahoma and Iowa State will meet in the NIT next year. I don't know.
NIT, BT. I'm gonna be honest with you. I
It's
do
our
not
only.
see a
It's our
world.
only.
I do not see a world where Iowa State is in the NIT tournament next year.
Well, it's the only way our basketball program.
Yeah. Or we meet as like an 8-9 seed in the.
Nah, not even. You really think Oklahoma's gonna be a fucking 9 seed?
Hey, you never know. South Carolina, people didn't expect them to be a 10 seed,
Okay, I guess
but
since
they're
I know the
6
Big
seed.
12 has the Big 12 announced their basketball schedule yet.
No, I'm still talking, BT.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said for the final game.
No, that was for the December 4th.
You're playing more. What the fuck?
December 6th. We got Georgetown at West Virginia. I think West Virginia will just fuck them up. Ed Cooley has not done a good job at
Pause.
Georgetown. West Virginia, I think, is going to have a good season, a good revamped season with their new coach, DeVries, with Tucker
Shut up.
DeVries. Fucker should have gone to
Isn't it
Iowa State.
DeVries?
Fuck that guy,
Isn't
DeVries,
it De?
DeVries.
Oh,
Who
it's
the fuck cares? But I think West Virginia will get the job done. And then we got Xavier at TCU. Meh. Definition
Meh.
of meh.
Eh.
December 7th, we got Kansas State at St. John's. That'll be a pretty good game. I think that'll be a really, really good game. Either goes either way.
Shout out Patino.
Yeah. And then we got Butler at Houston. Another meh.
Who does UConn play?
Baylor. I told you
Oh
this.
yeah. Never mind.
And then December 8th, you got Oklahoma State at Seton Hall.
Ugh. Meh.
So, yeah, take that with how you want it. It's Oklahoma State. So, yeah, interesting, very interesting year we got coming up here, BT.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about since the SEC schedule did come out for Oklahoma basketball. I will talk about that. Okay. So for the Oklahoma SEC, they have looks like they're gonna be playing 18 conference games, which is I don't know what the Big 12 is still if they're still doing 18 or whatever. It's the same way we played in the Big 12. We played 18. So at home, I'll just say the teams we played 2 times. So the teams we played 2 times, we played Texas A&M 2 times, Texas 2 times, and Missouri 2 times, which makes sense. They're not probably. They are the closest schools to you relatively, and just keep the Big 12 teams, the former Big 12 teams playing each other. And then at home, we get to host Kentucky and Mark Pope. That Norman will be jumping. We get to play LSU at home, Mississippi State at home, South Carolina at home, Tennessee at home, and Vanderbilt at home. To get to play those games at home, that's what you love to see, honestly. Those are some pretty tough games. Tennessee's a good team. Kentucky could be a good team. LSU could be a good team. Mississippi State could be a good team. And you get to play all those at home. But now you get to your away. I'll say 3 wins you should get. You should, Florida's like a 50-50 game. You should beat Georgia, and you almost is a 50-50. So
Florida's gonna be pretty good though next year.
So
And how you gonna do against their 7-2 center, 7-3 center?
don't remind me of this. We got Sam Godwin to get offensive rebounds.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, to be fair, he was first in the Big 12 in offensive rebounds, and we played against 7-footers.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna be honest. Us coming from the Big 12, that could greatly benefit us. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, but you also gotta think the Big 12 is a lot more physical than the SEC, so
Yes, and
it's gonna be interesting. It's
benefit.
gonna be interesting to see if the refs,
Yes.
how they treat the Sooners.
You want to talk? I think we'll get a lot better ref treatment than we did in the Big 12.
We'll have to see. But yeah,
Okay, and then
Iowa State schedule hasn't been released. They just have their non-con and then their
yeah,
Maui Invitational tournament.
and then we have 3 more away games. I don't think personally we're probably gonna get smoked out of the building. You go to Arkansas, no, smoked out of the
I don't know.
building.
I think people are overhyping Arkansas. I mean, yeah, they've gotten good players, but you also got to remember like Kentucky was not good last year.
And then we play Auburn at Auburn, tough place to play. And then we gotta play. Then we gotta play Alabama, and Alabama's got revenge on their mind from Norman 2 years ago. At this point,
Yeah.
so we have not announced our non-conference games yet. So
Yeah, they've announced our non-conference. We got Mississippi Valley State, Kansas City, IU Indianapolis, formerly known as IUPUI. um, we play in the Maui Invitational that consists of teams that include Auburn, Colorado, Dayton, Memphis, Michigan State, North Carolina, and UConn. So and then we have obviously Marquette, and then we also play Jackson State, and we play Iowa, Omaha, and then close out our non-conference schedule with the home game against Morgan State.
oh my God, they have the updated Jello shots for the Gold World Series.
Oh boy,
Kentucky's winning right now with 126.
damn! The games haven't even started.
Start tomorrow. We'll get into this later.
Yep.
Okay, time. I guess it's. I don't want to talk about this. Your Boston Celtics are going to be NBA champions.
I told you they would. I predicted it. I told you the Celtics were gonna win the NBA Finals when we made our NBA playoffs prediction. I said they're the deepest team and the best team, and look what happened. Pacers Celtics series was the NBA Finals. Changed my mind.
If the Pacers would have won, they would not be winning the NBA Finals. I'm sorry, Stu.
You're saying if the Pacers did not beat the Celtics, they wouldn't beat the Mavs?
No. How the Pacers do against the Mavs this year?
Let's see. We beat them. I think in our last matchup we beat them by 17.
Was that post trade deadline or pre trade deadline?
I was when we had Siakam.
Okay, so post trade deadline.
And then our first meeting with them, we beat them by 22.
Pre.
So get fucked.
Stewie, stop trying to take moral victories. I didn't take. Oh yeah, you know what? I did not say
Dan Hurley declined. Okay, so shut up.
You know what, Stewie? I didn't say the Lakers. Well, the Lakers and the Nuggets were NBA Finals last year. Because when you're a fan of the Lakers,
I would have. I'm just saying. Like, what would you rather watch? Would you have rather watched a Celtics Pacers, another series of the Celtics Pacers, or would you rather watch this series? Be honest.
You're right.
There you go.
Actually, I would watch anything else other than the fucking Celtics winning the championship. I want to be brutally fucking honest.
Yeah, well, Jerry West felt the same.
That's the biggest fucking hater ever. He'd rather fucking
RIP
die.
to one of the legends, by the way.
He would rather fucking die than watch the Celtics win another fucking championship.
Yeah.
I respect the man. I respect him.
Yeah, RIP to the logo.
Yes. We'll do our final mock draft. As I think the draft. Yeah, the draft's in. Is it next week or is it 2 weeks?
It's 2 weeks. It's the 24. It's the 27th and 28th, or 26th and 27th.
So 20. Oh fuck.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we'll have to do it So it's on a fucking Tuesday.
No, the 27th is a Wednesday. Or
Oh,
26th. NBA draft. It is Wednesday, June 26th, and Thursday, June 27th. So,
wait. Oh yeah, cause that's so fucking stupid.
yep, 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 yep,
Fuck,
yep,
you
yep,
made me remember they're fucking doing 2 different days
yep,
now.
yep.
Well, I guess
Uh,
we'll
we'll
be.
have to talk about.
Stupid. We could just do a fucking live reaction to the first round draft.
We could. I mean,
I mean,
you get your TV's faster than mine though, so that's the only problem.
well, I mean, we don't even have to put it up on my TV. We could just put it fucking tracking on the side of the screen while we're talking about our shit.
Yeah, yeah, we could watch it. Yeah, that's fine by me. We'll talk about it over though next week.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be kind of fun to do,
Who's
I
gonna win
guess.
Finals MVP?
I would say, I would say Luca, but not Luca. Fuck, Kristaps.
Nah, Kristaps.
He was like completely on pace to win it too. If he
I don't
doesn't,
think he was. I think he was in contention. I think four players were in contention.
I think it's
Him.
gonna be Drew Holiday.
I think it should be Drew Holiday or Jalen Brown. If Tatum somehow wins it, it's fucking rigged, dude. Like you cannot tell me that
All I gotta
fucking
say is Jason
Jason
Tatum.
Tatum, who's shooting a solid 35% from the fucking field, is better than Drew Holiday, who's playing rockstar defense, averaging almost a double double with points and assists.
Jason Tatum is the Brock Purdy of the NBA.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, an all-star, future MVP. I agree with you, BT.
Future
I agree with
MVP.
you.
Okay, buddy.
I agree with you, BT. Much better than Baker Mayfield and Austin Reeves. I agree.
Hey, I mean to be fair, Austin Reeves. I mean, once if I mean, I'll say in the Lakers coaching search, they are prioritizing somebody that could develop Austin Reeves.
Yeah. No, but like I mean, Tatum. I mean, he's averaging like 20 something points, but he's shooting horribly. I think it should be Drew Holiday in my opinion, or Jalen Brown, but yeah, it should not be Tatum. But since the NBA dick rides Tatum, it'll be Tatum, and then they're gonna be like, "I did this for Kobe." Shut the fuck up.
I'll blow my brains out if Jason Tatum tries to remake that one Kobe photo. I'm gonna fucking bleach my eyes.
Oh my god.
Please don't. I guess I should really talk about Lakers coaching search, but anytime I fucking say something, I'm just fucking dead wrong. So
It's facts. It started out with JJ. Looks like JJ Redick will be
I
locked in,
mean,
and then we're interviewing Hurley, and then we're gonna get Hurley. He declines. Now they're looking at JJ Redick.
hey, you know what? It sounds like it's probably gonna fucking be JJ Redick at this point.
Yeah, I mean, who else would it be?
James fucking Borrego.
I don't want him. Dude was ass when he coached the Hornets.
To be fair, that is the Hornets.
Yeah,
He
good
wasn't
point.
given the fucking best of situations there. But it sounds like Borrego is going to the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I mean, hey, um, what was his
So
name? The dude from JB Bickerstaff. I mean, he could be a good fit for you guys.
if JJ Redick says no, I have my name.
Who?
Former Laker head coach.
Vogel?
What the fuck? He won a championship with him.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
he shouldn't have gotten fired.
it's on our. Maybe you right your fucking wrongs and be like, yeah, we shouldn't have fired you.
Yep. Good on him
We give
because
we give you
he.
dog shit of a
Yep.
roster. We traded away the fucking dude that killed us in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Fucking. At least the Denver Nuggets are blowing them up. I never have to hear them fucking say shit anymore. Fuck Michael Porter Jr. Fucking one game fucking series. Do fucking does nothing the rest of the fucking playoffs besides against the Lakers.
Yeah.
I guess it's time to talk about fucking Cubs baseball, isn't it? Do I really want to talk about Cubs baseball?
They're winning right now.
No, they are.
Yeah.
For the fucking first time in forever. Hold on, I gotta present my screen here. So let me get this loaded. Sorry guys, I'm on a laptop, so it's a lot harder for me to get this going here.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So here we go. If we can put this on the screen like that, perfect. Can you see it, Stu?
I can.
Okay, so we lost the series.
Went L.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yikes. Ellie De La Cruz fuck you up.
Yep, we're 33 and 35.
It could be worse. Could be better.
Should be a lot better. Should be a lot better after these next two series, I will say that.
To be fair, like I'm looking at the wild card race. Damn, you're a half a game out.
I mean, you should win these next two series, so.
St. Louis.
And San Francisco.
Yeah, St. Louis is better than y'all though. And then San Francisco is also better than y'all in the standings.
We're also in Wrigley for those two games, so.
Yeah, true. The Giants have been playing pretty good baseball as of recently. So
Have the Dodgers?
meh, 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 meh.
You played the Texas
Won
Rangers?
the Yankee series. Fuck the Yankees.
Didn't you guys play in London?
No, you
No.
dummy. That was the Phillies and someone else.
Sorry, they paired the fucking they paired the little ads together, so I kind of got confused. Like,
Yep. Yeah, we shit on the Rangers June 11th, and then lost to them the next day, where we fucking choked. Then we play them tonight, I should say.
series designer.
Um,
The
dude,
Royals.
Walker Bueller's just been very disappointing this year.
Well, I mean, what do you?
He's been injured, but
He's like 37 years old, isn't he?
no, are you stupid?
Isn't he old?
No,
Oh.
BT, how? He's
Stewie, we're
29.
casuals here. Oh,
But like you're talking about a dude who, was 16-4 in 2021 and 14-4 in 2019.
well, fair.
I miss prime Alex Wood. Remember him in the Dodgers?
Remember Trevor Bauer in the Dodgers?
Yeah, he's innocent. He was proven innocent.
Yeah, but he's lost all of his ability to fucking pitch.
No, he's been dealing. I mean, he was in.
Isn't
I
he
think
play?
he was in
Isn't
a
he?
league. He was in a
He's in
league
the
where
Mexico League, I think.
yeah, well, he broke the record for most consecutive strikeouts or something. Yeah, it just sucks because he was really good and false allegations ruined his career. So, hopefully we can finish. We're almost to the All-Star break, aren't we?
Something like that. I don't fucking
I'm a
know.
casual when it comes to baseball, guys.
We both are. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
Beach is a little worse, but we're playing, the Royals this next series, and then the Rockies, which we should fucking take on. So these next series, dude, we got the Royals, right, who are 40-30. They're pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the Colorado Rockies, who are 24-44. And then we got the Angels, who are 26-41.
Battle
And
of
then
LA.
the White Sox, who are the worst team in the NMLB with 17 wins.
Yeah, they're on pace to be the worst team in.
Are they?
I think so. Worst team
You would
in
have
LA.
thought. You would have thought it would have been the Oakland Athletics.
No, Oakland's actually doing really good, I think.
No, they're not. They're 26-44.
Oh.
Better than the White Sox.
Hey. Okay, Stu. Don't talk about the College World Series. I mean, it's in our backyard.
You noticed a trend?
All SEC and ACC, baby.
Yep.
I
think we both know who we're going for.
Okay. Yeah.
If you know, you know. Shout out the GOAT, Micah Dallas.
Shout him out. He's gonna Texas A&M's gonna win, go to the championship, to
He's
face
gonna come
off
back.
against.
We're gonna somehow meet him, and we're gonna become friends with him somehow. I'm gonna speak into existence.
Texas A&M is gonna face off against My opinion, I'm gonna go with the Florida State Seminoles,
Oh,
and Florida State wins a national championship.
fuck you. I'm gonna be honest though, like the past couple weeks of baseball have been awesome.
Yes,
The NC State Georgia
yes.
series was awesome.
The Clemson, Florida,
I mean, Clemson just fucking blew dick. They were
dude.
winning 7-2 and then choked.
14 innings.
I really wish Evansville would have pulled it out and won against
Fuck,
Tennessee.
man. No, Morgan Wallen wouldn't have been happy.
The
But
Kentucky.
now, hey, Stoofy, he might run into him at some point.
Why?
He
Oh
might be
yeah,
Omaha.
yeah. Um,
Kind of funny.
the
I
Virginia
don't,
Kansas State series, the North Carolina West Virginia series was hella good.
kind of like I was close to Kyler Murray when I went to the Oklahoma.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
Kyler Murray sucks. So
Kyler Murray's a borderline top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
no, he is not. Not even close.
If you give him good weapons, he's a good
No,
quarterback.
no, 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 no. Is he better than Josh
Okay,
Allen?
no,
Is he
but
better than Lamar Jackson?
no.
Is he better than Joe Burrow? No. Shut the fuck up. Don't be a casual.
You give him Joe Burrow
Shut the
weapons?
fuck up. Is he better than CJ Stroud?
No,
Is he better than Mahomes?
no.
Is he better than Herbert? No. Is he better than Jalen Hurts?
I mean,
Is he better than Goff? No.
yes.
No.
You're telling me you would rather have Jared Goff than Kyler Murray?
Yeah, I would. Is he better than Jordan Love?
No.
Is he better than Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Is he
You act
better
like
than Is he better
Kyler
than
Murray. Look at him with the weapons. He's a MVP candidate. Like
No.
2 years ago, before he tore his ACL.
No.
You're hating on him because he tore his ACL.
Oh yeah, I'm totally hating on the 5'9" dude out of Oklahoma.
Okay, would you take him on the Sailors than what you have?
I don't know. I want to see what Justin Fields can do. Honestly,
Do you think Russell Wilson's better than him?
do I think Russell Wilson's better than Kyler
Yes.
at this stage? Yes.
Oh my! You
He had
act
better.
like
You want to talk about weapons? What kind of weapons did Russell have last year? And he had better,
kind of
almost
weapon.
better stats than Mahomes.
Okay, this is a we're way off fucking
Yeah.
topic. This is a fucking debate for a later time.
No, you
We
just
should
had to
say
mention
this.
Kyler Murray. So
Hey, you know what? All I had to mention was I got really close to him when Oklahoma was in.
okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy. I guess
Okay,
what's up,
buddy.
Lewis? Too. It's Stewie. It's your turn.
So how are we doing this?
Well, I just had an idea. I thought it was fun, because we're eventually gonna run out of years sometime quickly.
Well, I didn't prepare because I thought you know what?
You do what I'm thinking is we could do whatever you want to do as long as you provide the rules. So like if I want to give you I talked to you about the similar players. So if I wanted to give you the similar players, as long as you still have 4 guesses to attempt, and so you can make one that's easy, one that's hard. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So like if you want to do one of the trivia, you can create your own trivia game. It doesn't have to be the years anymore. Because we're gonna quickly run out of years.
Yeah.
And you can, as long as it's like one easy one hard one, or whatever.
Here, or do you want to? We could do something like a YouTube, like we just pick a player, like a random player in like the NBA or NFL.
Yeah.
Then we try to guess them.
Yeah.
You want to do it right now, then?
Yeah, it's your turn
Then we
anyway.
can just say, then it's like yes or no, like.
Yeah, and I'd say as long as you well, that would be kind of hard with 4 questions. We have to like change the whole point system.
We'll just test it out right now. We won't have points. We'll just test it
we'll
out.
test out these next 2 weeks since no points. We're tied.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's a bye week. We're bye 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. So let's you pick a random player on a random team, and I'll do the same, and then we can just ask each other yes or no questions.
Are we doing? Okay. It doesn't matter which ones.
Doesn't matter. Well, we're gonna do NBA, right?
Yes, NBA. Okay.
Okay. So just pick a random team.
Are we doing player or team?
Player.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. This could be really stupid or really funny.
All right, I got my player.
All right,
All right.
Royce O'Neal.
That was a random ass guess.
No way, I got it right.
No, I'm just saying, like, why would you guess a player? What
I
you're
know.
supposed
I was just guessing.
to
I tried to, dude. That would have been so sick if I fucking guessed it. Oh, I just had a feeling.
um.
Okay, that wasn't my actual guess, but you can choose that now.
All right. So, is your player in the East?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Stuvie is your player in the East.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Um. Is your player an all-star?
No.
Okay.
Is your player in the Atlantic?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player in the Central Division?
What's Central? That's
Like,
the Pacers, Bucks.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I think I got yours. I think I got. All right, you're up.
Precious Achua.
Nope.
Fuck.
Is your player Alex Caruso?
No.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Ooh, we see.
Does your player play in the United? Is their team located in the United States of America?
Nope. Shit. Mm,
My heart dropped a little bit. I was like, "Fuck." I actually thought you knew. I was like, "Fuck."
I thought. All right. Okay. Have you watched this team in an NBA game?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I watched him play the Lakers. Um, is your player a forward?
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Hmm. Is your player in the state of Michigan?
No.
Okay. Okay. I guess I got a team down. Oh my god. I'm stupid. I know. Okay.
Is your player Grady Dick?
No.
Fuck.
Is your. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Is your player a guard?
No.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Is your player a guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck? Raptors guards, bruh.
You could be looking at like their roster and stuff too. You know that, right?
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hmm.
I guess you're right.
Is your player Andre Drummond?
No.
Okay.
Is your player Emmanuel quickly?
No. Okay. Is your player taller than 6'5"?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player Gary Trent Jr.?
No. Is your player older than 32?
Older than 32?
Yeah, older than 32.
No.
Okay.
Is your player RJ Barrett?
No.
What the fuck?
Oh.
I think that leaves me one.
So I said if he's taller than 6'6", and right? I said 6'6" or 6'5", right?
You said 6'5".
Okay. Okay. Is your player Zach Levine?
No.
Okay.
Is your player Bruce Brown?
No.
What the fuck did you choose?
Okay.
A point? What? A go. Bruh.
Is your player Patrick Williams?
No. I don't know why you're. Okay.
Bro, what?
Is your player Javon Freeman Liberty?
No.
What the I've named. Okay.
All right. So taller than 6'6", not a center, or no, not. It's not Vucevic. Okay, so it's taller than 6'6", so nope. That'd be a weird ass pick. I might go there. Is your player Henry Drell?
No.
Okay.
I'm so confused. I've named. Is your player Scotty Barnes?
No.
I've named every. Okay.
You have not named every player. I'm telling you this now.
Oh wait, hold on. I got one.
Not 30, so.
I don't know why you're guessing Bulls. I never told you if it was the Bulls or not.
I'm stupid. Wait.
You've never. The
No,
only
I
team you
asked you if.
No, the only team you asked me was if they played in Michigan.
Then you said no.
Not every team in the Central Division plays in Michigan, Stu.
I know, but you've only seen the fucking.
I've watched other games. You act like I haven't watched other games.
I said, have you been to an NBA game of theirs?
You said if you watched a game.
No, I said if you've been to the
I
game.
said I watched them play.
You really screwed me over then.
No, you asked. Okay, we gotta rewind this after the pod. You said
Yeah, if you've seen one of these games, like I'm talking in
if you
person.
watched one of the games. That's
In
all you had
person.
said. No, you did not say in person. You said
Yes,
if you
I did.
if you watched this player play, and I said yes, I've watched him play against the Lakers. You know I have.
We're just gonna.
It's not like I got a fucking guess because I've named every fucking.
No, you haven't, dude.
I'm down to one more. Actually, two more.
I'm just gonna name a random player then in the fucking Central Division. Nope. Nah. Did they play Georgia Niang?
Yes, but I have a rebuttal. I told you it was gonna be funny.
All right.
Okay, I have a rebuttal. So I'm down. It's in between Garrett Temple and DJ Carton.
No.
I haven't said anything yet. Thanks for telling me.
Yep.
Ochai Abaji.
Yep.
Wait, so what do we do now?
Just a tie.
Do we get to do one? I think we should do one more.
Okay, that's fine.
An NFL player.
Okay.
The Are we gonna make a rule that they had to be a starter last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I got my player.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I have my player. Okay. Since you guessed first, I'll guess first. Okay. All right. AFC is your player in the AFC.
No.
Okay, so they're an NFC team.
Is your
Okay.
player in the AFC?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Is your player in the NFC South?
Nope. Is your player in the AFC East?
Yes.
Hmm.
Is your player in the NFC East?
No.
Fuck.
Okay. Did the team that your player's on make the playoffs last year?
No.
Okay.
Is your player in the NFC North?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, starter. Okay, we're talking starters now. Okay. Does your player play on the Patriots?
No.
Okay. Okay.
How do I word this? Did the player play in the playoffs last year?
No. But yes, they did. He did.
Yes. Okay.
Is my player on offense or your player on offense?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Is your player on the Detroit Lions?
No.
So that leaves the Packers.
Is your player taller than 6'2"?
Let me look real quick. Yes.
Okay. I should ask him that question. No, I mean, all right, I think I'm gonna guess one.
I
I
think.
think I got a good guess.
So you have a fucking player already. So he played on the Packers. Aaron Jones.
No.
Okay.
Is your guy on the offensive line?
No.
All right. I'm pretty confident then of who it is.
Fuck. Is your player Lucas Van Ness?
No.
Fuck. It's over.
No, it's not.
GG's.
I said taller than 2, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's either a tight end or a receiver. The offense. Is it Conklin? Tyler Conklin?
No.
Okay.
Is your player on offense or defense?
That's not a yes or no question.
Oh, okay. Is your player on offense?
No. Alan Lazard.
Yep. No.
I would have guessed him, but I wanted to make it like I thought it'd be way too obvious, and then like I'm looking at who's on like offense who's taller than 6'2", and he's probably the only one. So
Damn.
um
Damn. Well, that was fun.
yeah, my player by the way was Anthony Johnson Jr. from Iowa State.
So we just both have the same little theme going on there.
Yeah, but like, did you know who Anthony Johnson Jr. was?
No, I was gonna definitely have to look at the Packers step chart, and I wasn't gonna. My next guess would have been Jair Alexander.
Yeah, he's a safety out of
Yes,
Iowa
yes,
State.
I realize that's too.
Yep, that was fun
Well,
though. We could if that's something you want to do, we just gotta figure out the point system.
fuck. Yeah, and so that because I realized quickly after we started doing this that we were gonna fucking quickly run out of years before we could start locks of the week again.
Yeah.
And shout out, there's gonna be. I will say this. I'll give a little tease here. Come what August 23rd, that podcast, you will see a different look, different color scheme, different everything
Yes,
with this
sir.
podcast for
Yes, sir.
season 2. It's kind of fucking crazy. We're
Yep.
almost we're almost there, Stu. This is gonna be awful, but it'll be. We're almost to the dog days of summer. Next week
Yeah.
we'll talk. We'll do the NBA, and then NBA is fucking over,
Yep.
and then we'll be previewing college football, free agency. Hopefully we could talk about the Lakers having a new coach next
Yeah.
week.
We'll figure it out though.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll end episode 35. Make sure you like and subscribe. We will see you next week.
Thanks,
Thank you,
y'all.
guys.